The process of creating a community outreach project involves obviously identifying the community, and then also identifying key players within that community. When we developed Port Jefferson Village-Go Green, Naomi Solo, who is a resident of Port Jefferson, was able to draw together a number of people, 26 I think, to form the initial committee. Once we had the committee developed, then it was a question of asking the people in the village, what are the issues that are most pressing to you? I had been thinking about alternative energy as a possibility and a number of different other issues, but the one that stuck most in their mind and came across the clearest was the idea of dealing with recycling, garbage issues, which are a central problem in Port Jefferson, which is a kind of tourist village. So we started there with the idea that came from them rather than trying to attribute or to impose a particular issue on the community. We initially started with issues that were of great importance to the people individually. We started with recycling and garbage, and then we moved on to the green home. Our approach was to create a large event that we called an information fair. So the first 2 years, the information fairs was a day-long event. It included tables with entrepreneurs, with non-profit organizations. We had politicians speaking, we had environmentalists speaking, we had performances. The first year we even had a green fashion show put on by some students in the high school who took old clothes and recycled them into making new fashions. There's a lot of will for change within communities, but quite often there's not a focal point bringing these interests together to create a movement, to create a momentum for change. Institutes have the university behind them, they have that structure behind them. They have a certain authority within the community by being an educational institution, that they can provide leadership by creating a committee, a workshop, a movement, a set of programs that can really galvanize a community. Two people that we have worked with, Doug and Patty Wood, come up with the metaphor of a fruit tree. And they say that there are 3 levels of fruit. There's the low-hanging fruit, the middle level, and the fruit that's way at the top. They associate these with different kinds of projects. The low-hanging fruit are the ones that are very easy to pick, and therefore they're projects that show immediate results. The middle ones are more difficult, and the top ones are really long-term projects. So what we're trying to do in these community workshops is to identify both low-hanging fruit and then as well as some of the more difficult long-term projects. It's important to have low-hanging fruit because it encourages the citizens, the residents, and helps them believe that something can actually happen. We're changing now from just giving information to try and create what we call community workshops. These community workshops are a way of giving residents more information about about alternative energy, and also to help them suggest ways of going about changing public opinion.